What if I told you guys that Raiden deserved every pimp punch that Shao Kahn bestowed upon that ugly visage he calls a face? I have reason to believe that Raiden was not only the true villain of MK9, but that he was also a jealous, hating, manipulating, lying piece of garbage who internalized his misfortunes and took it out on everybody, including himself. Now look. I know that's a bold statement, but if you watch my video all the way to the end, I'm pretty sure you're going to have a change of opinion. Now, I know you guys are thinking,
oh, well, Heavenly Gamer, how can he feel that way when he's literally a god? He can have whatever he wants.
Let me ask y'all something. Out of all the Mortal Kombat games, TV shows, and movies, have you ever seen Raiden with a bitch? Have you ever seen Raiden with a love interest? No? So you mean to tell me Raiden is hundreds of thousands of years old, but don't got one bitch to his name?
Oh, Heavenly Gamer, what does this have to do with Raiden being a villain?
Just shut up and let me cook. Not only does he not have one bitch to his name, he don't even got real friends. And before you say,
oh, what about the Mortal Kombat contestants?
First off, where do you hear friend in contestants? Second, name one contestant you know that kicks it with Raiden after the tournament is over. I'll wait. Taking too long. The answer is none, like a religious woman. They are nothing more than business associates. The only people that Raiden talks to on a day-to-day basis is the Elder Gods, and they be stressing him the fuck out. The Elder Gods are basically the equivalent to that one boss you don't like who makes your job harder than it needs to be. The only other person left is Fujin, which is Raiden's brother, but you can count on your fingers the number of times you've seen them together. So why am I telling you this? Well, the answer is simple, my friend. It's because Raiden is miserable. And you know what miserable people do? They make other people's lives miserable. So with that being said, allow me to prove to you why I believe Raiden is the true villain of MK9. Fun fact, by the way, it took me 4 hours to beat the entire story mode just to get these clips for you guys, so definitely drop a like and subscribe if you fuck with that. Also, just a disclaimer, this is a video breakdown, so there's going to be a lot of pausing. On top of that, this is for entertainment purposes only, so all you Raiden fans out there, take a look at the screen. I have Shao Kahn on speed dial. You wouldn't want that to be you. Anyways, let me know how you feel about MK9's story in the comment section, and without further ado, let's begin. Okay, so here we have Raiden soaring across the sky like a fucking eagle, right? His amulet breaks. Watch what he does. He takes the broken remains and he starts to do magic. I ain't gonna lie, my dog Shao Kahn, he's so cold for it. Listen to what my dog says.
He must win.
Lord Raiden, what is wrong?
Strange visions.
Okay. So look. We just saw Raiden in the black outfit. That's him from the future. And then this Raiden that we see now is him from the present time, right? Future Raiden is such a jealous hater that instead of telling his past self who must win, he says he must win. Who, nigga? And I know the first thing that's coming in your mind is, why would Raiden hate on himself? Watch this. The reason why Raiden would hate on his past self is because his past self has a chance to change the future and not go through the shit that he just went through. And listen, I understand this might seem like a bit of a stretch right now, but as this video continues, everything that sounds like a stretch is gonna sound like the truth.
No, you will not be the one to challenge Shang Tsung.
So check this out. Raiden not only tells Sonya that she's not gonna be the one to challenge Shang Tsung, but notice who he sees in the flashback. It's Liu Kang. Now, I'm gonna bring that up again in a moment, but I need you guys to understand why Sonya is even there. Sonya is there to save Jax, who had just got captured and beaten silly, which is why in this next scene that I'm about to play, we're gonna see Raiden heal Jax. Do not, and I stress, do not forget this.
He's cool.
Jax!
Seriously, he's cool.
That's amazing.
Told you. Turns out he's a god.
So y'all just heard that, right? He said, turns out he's a god. Listen, that energy that he's giving right now, we're gonna see if he keep that same energy later on in the story. So make sure that you guys are paying attention. Don't forget this part.
Thank you, Raiden.
Gratitude is unnecessary.
I get why he said gratitude is unnecessary, but he didn't have to say that.
I have foreseen events, like memories of my future. They lead me to believe that you are all connected to Earthrealm's fate.
What have you foreseen?
In my visions, Shao Kahn becomes invincible. He destroys all life in Earthrealm. We will all die.
Crazy how this buffoon Raiden can sit here and tell us all the basically the gist of his visions, but he keeps on pretending like he doesn't know this already. He keeps on having all these random flashbacks. Like, and I know you guys are thinking, oh, well, he can't remember everything that was, sent to him, so he's getting these little flashes of it. But I'm going to prove to you why Raiden be capping. Let's play a little game called Catching Raiden in a Lie.
Remember Bo Raicho's teachings. For my vision to be realized, you must not let emotion overpower you.
Your visions. What causes them?
So watch this. Liu Kang says, he asks Raiden, he says, your visions, what causes them?
My future self sent them to me.
Raiden says, my future self sent them to me.
Perhaps to ensure some outcome.
Perhaps to ensure some outcome. Now watch this. We are about to catch Raiden in his first lie. I told you guys this dude is a liar, a manipulator, and I forgot to add this in there. He is full of himself. He's a dickhead. And the only time he ever wants to accept being wrong is when it makes him look like a good person. But look, watch what Liu Kang says to him. Liu Kang made this dude look so dumb that Raiden had to pretend to have a flashback. Now, how do you know that Raiden is pretending to have a flashback? Well, allow me to explain. Future Raiden sends the main message to past Raiden, he must win. Insert the clip.
He must win.
Lord Raiden, what is wrong?
Strange visions.
So he acknowledges seeing multiple visions. Okay. Now let's look at the next clip where Raiden is pretending like he didn't see that message.
Or to prevent one.
He must win. He must win. Those are my last words before I die.
Now, if Raiden didn't see that vision, then how does he know this?
In my visions, Shao Kahn becomes invincible. He destroys all life in Earthrealm. We will all die.
How else would Raiden know that future Shao Kahn took over the world and everyone died, including himself, if he never saw the vision leading up to his own death? The only thing you can say is that past Raiden received too many visions at once. But why would future Raiden show past Raiden the vision of himself dying and not include the most important message at the same time? That message being he must win. If I received a multitude of visions, especially if they're life-threatening, the one I'm definitely going to remember is the one where my future self is dying and warning me because it directly impacts my current survival. Oh, you still don't believe me? Watch this. If Raiden truly received that vision in that moment, then why are his eyes blue in the future and red in the vision? It's because the vision that Raiden is receiving isn't a vision at all. It's him acting like he's just now receiving that vision when in actuality, he's just remembering it wrong. You know why? Because he got it early on in the game. But maybe I'm wrong about this. You guys let me know in the comments section. Now, if you don't mind, I would like to see Liu Kang outsmarting Raiden one more time.
Your visions, what causes them?
My future self sent them to me, perhaps to ensure some outcome.
Or to prevent one?
He must win.
Look, him going, "Ugh," that wasn't him doing that because he was having a flashback. That was him doing it because his ego was shattered the moment that Liu Kang outsmarted him. And you're going to see a lot of Liu Kang outsmarting him. I want you guys to pay attention to the dynamic between Liu Kang and Raiden as the story mode progresses.
He must win. Those are my last words before I die. I believe it is you who must win.
No shit, you dummy. Let's do some simple mathematics, okay? We have Liu Kang, we have Sonya Blade, we have Jackson Briggs, and we have Johnny Cage. Those are the 4 combatants that we know of that are the main warriors representing Earthrealm, okay? Kung Lao, he's not even supposed to be there. Kung Lao snuck in. I'm gonna show you a clip right now.
I know it is you, Kung Lao. The Shaolin monks chose Liu Kang to represent your order in this tournament.
I am Liu Kang's equal.
That remains to be seen.
Watch and see.
So if Kung Lao snuck in, that means he automatically cannot be he who must win because he's not even supposed to be there. So subtract Kung Lao. Now we have Sonya and Jax, 2 random military people who don't really know how to fight. They're not true martial artists. I mean, they can fight, but they're not true martial artists. Go ahead and subtract them. Now you're only left with Johnny Cage and Liu Kang. But Johnny Cage is a class clown. He can't be taken serious. So that means we are only left with Liu Kang. Liu Kang is he who must win. Why are you acting so stupid, Raiden? The only other person that could be he who must win is Nightwolf. But guess who was in Raiden's vision beating Shang Tsung? Liu Kang.
This amulet was forged by the Elder Gods. It cracked here in the present after my first vision. If we choose wisely, the future will be secured and the cracks healed.
I trust you will make the right decisions.
Liu Kang will deeply regret those words. So right here, Liu Kang just beat Shang Tsung in the first Mortal Kombat tournament. Everybody's giving him praise. Jade, Kitana. Hey, y'all let me know in the comment section who you think is the baddest between Jade, Kitana, and Mileena. Me personally, I'm gonna go with Mileena. I know the whole mouth thing and whatnot. Oh, hold on, I'm supposed to be focused. Look at how Kitana is looking at Liu Kang, and look at how Liu Kang is looking at Kitana. And mind you, they barely know each other at this point. And then here go this fake ass nigga Raiden. This man Raiden bowing to Liu Kang. Look what Liu Kang do. But Liu Kang don't even bow back to this guy. And he Chinese. Everybody's happy. And then Raiden looks at the amulet. Boom. The amulet breaks because Raiden don't know what he's doing.
Another vision?
Yes. I saw Liu Kang win the proposed tournament. I believe we must attend. But my earlier vision of your victory over Shang Tsung was not the solution I sought. Therefore, this premonition must show an event I need to change. Perhaps he must win refers to another.
So let me get this straight, Raiden. You had one vision where Liu Kang beat Shang Tsung and won the tournament. Then you had another vision where Liu Kang is beating Shao Kahn, the enemy leader that if you took out right now would automatically save Earthrealm at this point in time. And you're still in question about whether or not Liu Kang needs to be the one to win. Somebody pack this nigga Raiden up. Cause at this point, this is when I knew that Raiden was Liu Kang's biggest hater. And I'll elaborate on that later in the video. Trust.
Hear me, Elder Gods. I accept the terms proposed by Shao Kahn.
What was that all about? I think we should follow him. You okay?
Sonya Blade. She is to be executed. My powers are compromised here in Outworld, but I will be able to transport us near enough.
Okay, so right here, they're gonna go save Sonya, right? Now, I cut to the part to where Sonya has already been saved. So this next scene is literally Sonya right after she just got saved.
I've got 2 sets of readings, heavy tech signals, both of them.
Technology.
This nigga Raiden talking about some technology. Yeah, you don't know shit about that, do you old ass nigga?
Then they cannot be of Outworld. We need to confront the source of each signal. We might discover the one whose victory I must ensure.
Now, watch how Raiden does Johnny Cage, and I want y'all to tell me if you feel like Johnny Cage did something wrong right here, because this is again Raiden showing his true colors, how he's really full of himself, how he be treating people. He's a dickhead, like he be treating people like trash, low key, but he be coming off like he's this humble dude and whatnot. So watch what Johnny Cage says, and then listen to what Raiden says to respond.
Wait, what about us? What are we, chopped liver? What?
Perhaps you are right, Johnny Cage. You will stay close to me.
Great, I
Close as a shadow, and twice as silent.
Sonya, you're with me.
Bro, y'all cannot tell me that Raiden is not a dickhead, bro. Y'all cannot tell me that. You can't tell me he's not full of himself. All Johnny Cage said was, what about us? You're so focused on making sure that this one person wins the tournament. What about us? And then Raiden has the audacity to look at him sideways and then get angry at Johnny Cage. Okay, and look, it's little small stuff like this we gotta pay attention to. It only gets worse. It only gets worse. Okay, so as you guys can see, this guy right here walking in the middle, his name is Smoke, okay? Mortal Kombat fighter. Watch this. We have some robots pop up on him. The robots are going to try to turn him into a robot.
There is great energy nearby.
Ray dude?
So he just had a vision that they were about to turn him into a robot, and guess what he does next?
They must not take him.
Raiden saves Smoke from getting turned into a robot. Then, at the very next tournament, he watches Sub-Zero, one of his allies, get turned into a robot. Look at this. At the bottom of the screen, it says, Sub-Zero, no! That is what Smoke is saying because he wants to go save his ally, which is Sub-Zero. You can literally see the fear in Smoke's eyes. But guess what Raiden says? Raiden says, you cannot save him. Stay here or they will take you as well. And look at how Smoke is looking at Raiden right now. Smoke is looking at Raiden like, nigga, what? Smoke is looking like looking at Raiden like, nigga, I should whoop your ass right now. You want me to let my dog die? You want me to let my dog get turned into a robot? Raiden is a manipulator. He just manipulated Smoke into not saving his best friend. Oh, you don't believe me? Okay, so earlier we seen Raiden save Smoke. Why? Because he's trying to alter the course of reality. And this will be later confirmed in the next photo that I show you. Okay? Now watch this. If Smoke would have not listened to Raiden and went over there to save Sub-Zero, not only would there be a possibility that Smoke could have won the battle because he wasn't blindsided this time, even if he would have lost, that would have forced Raiden to come and save both Smoke and Sub-Zero because he wouldn't want Smoke to turn into a robot. So that means that Raiden manipulated Smoke. just so he can alter reality. And this is confirmed with this photo right here. Look at what it says. The flow of time has been changed. I spared Smoke this faith only to watch this new Sub-Zero fall. Oh, but it doesn't end there, folks. You know why? Because this dude Raiden says something so gullibly stupid, I wish I could reach through the screen and slap this nigga in the face. See, watch this. Later on in the game, he has the audacity to say this. He says, my attempts to alter future events have had negative consequences. Sub-Zero should never have undergone this transformation. Oh really? You think, nigga? See, and this is the problem with Raiden. He's an idiot. Dude, you already saved Smoke and altered the timeline because in the original timeline, he's supposed to be a robot. What in the world? What does seeing Sub-Zero turn into a robot do for you? Oh, I know exactly what it does. It makes you feel better about yourself because you're miserable on the inside and you love seeing people suffer just the way how you do. This dude Raiden is twisted. By the way, if you're wondering why I was using pictures, to make a long story short, I basically forgot to record a couple game clips. Anyways, let's continue.
Kitana!
Hey, I can't lie. I love this scene. Look at the disgust on Shao Kahn's face.
How is it that Earthrealm ninjas brazenly appear before me when my daughter, Princess of Outworld, was sent to intercept them?
Father,
Be gone!
And then cut her off with the be gone.
Continue.
Yo, this dude is funny.
Kitana's faith is a slender reed bent before the storm. If it can be uprooted altogether.
Sure, let's go ruin someone else's life.
Bro, you literally can't make this up. If Raiden is such a good guy, if Raiden is really the guy that we think he is, why on God's green earth would Johnny Cage say, sure, let's go ruin somebody else's life? Bro, that was Johnny Cage acknowledging that Raiden is not as good as we think he is. And then, mind you, this is right after they just watched Sub-Zero get turned into a robot. Look at Smoke's reaction because he couldn't save his friend's life, all because Raiden told him not to save Sub-Zero. This nigga's literally on the verge of tears. I feel your pain, Smoke. On to the next clip.
Something whispers to you that circumstances should be different. That you should be different. You are much more like Sindel than Shao Kahn. But she is dead.
Pause. Hold on 1 second. Look. I get that he just had a vision and whatnot. But how insensitive was it to basically tell somebody to their face, your mother is dead? How insensitive was that? Thank God Kitana has a strong spirit, because she took it like a champ. Watch.
my mother is dead, yes. Why do you...
You need answers, Kitana. I can help you find them if you will trust in me.
Now listen to what Raiden just said. He said, you need answers, Kitana. I can help you find them. Bro, watch what happens next.
Go to Shang Tsung's flesh pits. Much will be revealed there.
The flesh pits? But I am forbidden to...
Yes, you are. And why is that?
I don't know. Tell me.
You must discover your true path, alone.
Bro, so you mean to tell me that Raiden could have just given her the answer right there, but chose not to? Guys, the reason why he followed Kitana in the first place was because he saw the opportunity to turn her into an ally. Allegedly. But don't you think it's a little bit suspicious that Raiden left right when he saw that Kitana wanted more answers? That was his chance to fully convince her to turn against her father Shao Kahn and join Raiden's side. But he chose to leave her instead. And his excuse was, you must discover your true path alone. After telling her he would help her. Then he walked off like he's Batman and teleported before she could say anything else. And before one of y'all try to tell me in the comment section, oh, he just wanted her to see for herself. Bro, they don't have time for that. Earthrealm is possibly about to be destroyed. He could have easily teleported her to the flesh pits, showed her the answer, and got her on his side immediately after. You know why he didn't do that? Because he knows Shao Kahn will either put her in jail or kill her the moment he finds out that Kitana knows the truth about what he's been hiding from her. And that's exactly what Raiden wants. That's why he sent her on that journey alone, so nobody could help her. Remember, Raiden is miserable and wants to see everybody suffer just like him.
Lord Raiden, I come at the request
Lord? I was with Smoke. I thought she was a bad guy. Girl. Guess he turned another one. What's Raiden got that I haven't got?
Godlike power?
A personality that is not at all like sanding paper?
Jerks.
Now listen, I know that this scene is funny and whatnot, but let's actually break down what's happening. Johnny Cage is basically asking Kung Lao and Liu Kang, what does Raiden have that I don't? Now, if you guys remember, early on in the video, I told you I was gonna come back and touch on the fact that Johnny Cage was giving Raiden praise for being cool and being a god. That was before Johnny knew that Raiden was a fraud. Now that he's been around Raiden and he's seeing how ungodlike Raiden has been acting, how wrong he's been about the decisions that he's been making, that amulet keeps cracking. I'm not even trying to rhyme. That's how you, boy, I'm speaking from my soul right now. I know y'all can feel me. Once Johnny Cage realized that Raiden ain't really a god for real, and he's just a man, now this man Johnny talking about, what does Raiden have that I don't? Because he subconsciously realizes that Raiden ain't nothing special. He keeps making dumb decisions. He keeps on doing things out of his ego. He don't be making sense. And Johnny Cage picked up on that. And Johnny Cage don't like him. But look at this scene that's about to come up next, because this scene is where shit kind of starts to hit the fan between Liu Kang and Raiden.
He executed. Kitana does not have much time.
Okay, so Liu Kang walks up to Jade and says, Kitana executed? Where is she? Right? Jade says Kitana is held captive in the tower of Shao Kahn's fortress. Guess what Raiden says? Raiden, because Liu Kang was about to step in to try to help Kitana, Raiden says, I am not pleased with the outcome either, Liu Kang, but there is no time. We must return to the tournament. This is what Raiden tells Liu Kang. But mind you, Raiden needs all the help he can possibly get for Earthrealm, yet he just sent a potential ally in Kitana on a mission where her life is at stake. All because he secretly wanted her to die. Now, why would Raiden want Kitana to die? Because he's jealous of Liu Kang. Raiden is miserable. And you gotta understand, bro, Raiden never had no love life. Imagine being Raiden, then seeing Liu Kang pull one of the baddest bitches from Edenia without trying. On top of the fact that Liu Kang did something that Raiden never could. This nigga beat Shao Kahn. But Liu Kang hasn't even fought Shao Kahn yet. Raiden got a vision of Liu Kang punching Shao Kahn through the chest. That was all the proof that Raiden needed. And then it makes it no better that Raiden is looking around and seeing everybody has friends. I told you, Raiden is a jealous, hating, manipulating dude. He's a liar too. So look. Liu Kang, Kung Lao, best friends. Johnny Cage is famous, so you know he got friends outside the tournament. But even if he didn't, he be macking on Sonya all the time. Sonya and Jax, best friends. Kitana, Jade, best friends. Sub-Zero, Smoke, best friends. Raiden is the only one without real friends. Everybody that's in the tournament are just business associates to him. And after the tournament is over, they all go their separate ways. Raiden wants to make everybody's life miserable because his life is miserable. And it's only going to get worse. Watch what Liu Kang says. Liu Kang says, but you are responsible for her capture. I wonder why. Because Raiden sent her to the flesh pits. Then he said, you persuaded her to turn against Shao Kahn. So essentially what happened is, she went to the flesh pits, found out the truth, found out that her sister, aka Mileena, is a clone meant to replace her, got angry, went to her father, then found out her father was evil, and she got caught. And now she's about to get executed. Thank you, Raiden. Luckily, Kung Lao is there for damage control, because if not for Kung Lao, I think Liu Kang would have crashed out right then and there. Look at Liu Kang's expression right now. He looks like he wants to fuck up Raiden so bad. And here go Kung Lao being you know, a W man's. He said, Lord Raiden, we can free her as others fight in our stead and join you thereafter. So basically he's saying we can go save Kitana and then come back and help you. W award goes to Kung Lao because he diffused the whole situation. But look at how Liu Kang looks Raiden up and down. Watch this.
Very well.
Liu Kang ain't fucking with Raiden. And Raiden was not fucking with the way how Liu Kang looked at him. You see Raiden looking around and shit, he ain't like that. And you gonna see exactly why I say that later down the line.
Kitana, I must free her.
Not now. Smoke and Johnny Cage have been defeated, and I no longer sense Jackson Briggs or Sonya Blade's presence in Outworld. Despite my doubts as to whether you are Earthrealm's savior, you must fight.
But I am not he who must win.
Look at the expressions on their faces right now. Do these look like allies to you? No.
Raiden, put forth a worthy champion, if you can.
Meanwhile, Kung Lao off to the side plotting because Kung Lao got a big ass ego. He can't even hide that shit. Boy, Kung Lao's like, this is my moment to shine. Look at this. Peep the eye glance. Kung Lao look over at Raiden. Then as soon as Raiden started looking over, Kung Lao look away like he wasn't looking at him. That boy Kung Lao is ready to get his ego stroked. Oh my goodness. That boy Kung Lao said, I was the chosen one all along.
Perhaps you are meant to be the victor.
Raiden knew he shouldn't have let Kung Lao fight. And he still did it anyway. Everybody booing my dog because he won.
You see, Raiden? Earthrealm is free.
Kung Lao!
Kung Lao! On the outside, he looked worried. On the inside, he was laughing because he wanted to see Kung Lao die. Why? Because he's miserable on the inside. How many times do I gotta say it? This nigga seen Shao Kahn walking up behind Kung Lao and didn't do anything. You know why? Because he hated seeing Kung Lao happy, winning, and showing off. The moment Shao Kahn snapped his neck, he was thinking to himself, you got exactly what you deserve, Kung Lao. I'm not gonna lie, I think behind closed doors, Raiden is an alcoholic. This dude be screaming, fuck the Elder Gods! And then after that, he be holding up 2 electric fingers to his head, gun style, thinking about pulling the trigger because this dude is so fed up with life. But you know what they say, misery loves company, especially if they can make you feel just as miserable as Raiden.
On your feet! For Kung Lao, the Shaolin, and Earthrealm!
Liu Kang a real one.
Our triumph was not meant to be achieved in this way. I see now. He must win refers to you.
Bro, and this is where Raiden loses me. He says he must win refers to you, as in Liu Kang. Nigga, you knew that since the beginning of the game. And if you guys can't remember what I'm talking about, I'm going to insert a clip of him saying that he feels like Liu Kang is the one that must win.
I believe it is you who must win.
So this dude is capping right now. He's lying. This dude is an egomaniac. He's hiding the fact that he keeps making terrible decisions and he don't want to admit that shit. Then he's not even crying at the fact that Kung Lao is dead. Not saying he gotta cry. He ain't even sad. You know why? Because he wanted this to happen.
But to prevent Armageddon, you needed to defeat Shao Kahn, not Shang Tsung.
And then the amulet cracks again because Raiden wants everybody to suffer.
It cannot be. Shao Kahn is dead. Yet the future remains unchanged.
Now this scene I'm going to show you guys just in case you have never played this game or seen any of the story mode. Shao Kahn actually survived.
Shao Kahn is finished.
Mileena is his heir. She should rule.
Mileena? She exists only because of my sorcery.
And you breathe because I restrain mine.
Emperor!
You live!
So now that you know he's alive, we can move on.
This is Sub-Zero.
I've encountered Quan Chi. He seems to be casting a spell.
Raiden, what is it? What did you see?
One of Shao Kahn's soulnados, on a scale I thought unimaginable. All of Earthrealm's souls imprisoned, absorbed by Shao Kahn, multiplying his power.
That is what Sub-Zero has found?
No matter my efforts, the future remains in peril. How could I have failed Earthrealm?
Because you're a failure.
Sonya's right. Was I supposed to have my arms replaced with these, or was it caused by interfering with the timeline?
My head hurts just thinking about it.
This isn't helpful. We cannot second-guess our decisions. Raiden, what are your thoughts?
Let me pause this shit one more time. Kitana, you shouldn't even be there after this nigga Raiden set you the fuck up. You should be, boy, you should kill Raiden. That's what you need to do. You need to throw that damn fan at this nigga's neck, cut his head off. That's what you need to do, because this dude set you up for failure. He could have gave you the answer. He almost caused you to die, and yet you're still there on his side. And watch this shit. Look at this. Guys, I'm not making this stuff up. You're watching it with me, so you know I'm not making it up. Look at this.
Raiden?
Raiden's stuck. He don't know what to do.
Yes, that is best.
Bro, this nigga Raiden said, yes, that is best. He just said yes. He's not even there mentally right now. He mentally checked out. All he said was yes. Yes, that is best. Yes, what is best? And it's so bad because listen to what Cyber Sub-Zero says.
What is our next objective?
Exactly. What is our next objective? Yes, that is best. What are we supposed to be doing?
Night Wolf.
It is done.
And listen, if that scene was not telling to you guys, I don't know what else is going to be telling. I mean, it keeps getting worse if you're wondering. But that scene is so telling because it lets you know this is a man that does not know what he is doing. He's a terrible leader and he's leading everybody to their own demise.
Earthrealm souls are safe.
Now look at this amulet. Look at what happens next.
No. How is it not enough? I must speak with the Elder Gods. Shao Kahn's violation must be punished.
But the battle is joined here, in Earthrealm.
We cannot win without the Elder Gods.
But Master...
Liu Kang, close as a shadow.
Nightwolf, you will lead until we return.
As you wish, Heyoka.
So, as you just saw, the amulet cracked again. But peep game. Johnny Cage saying close as a shadow to Liu Kang was a reference to when Raiden disrespected Johnny earlier in the game by basically telling him to be quiet. And on the outside, it looks like Johnny is just poking fun at Liu Kang, but it's deeper than that, and here's why. Not only is he subliminally dissing Raiden, but he also realizes that questioning or going against Raiden's authority is pointless. Raiden is a control freak and Johnny is making fun of the situation because he knows Raiden is going to ignore whatever Liu Kang says just like he did him. Now we can all see that Raiden is lost and moving like a dummy right now, but even in the midst of all that, he doesn't want to listen to anyone other than himself. Mind you, Liu Kang just made a valid point by stating the battle is within Earthrealm, basically implying there's no point in going to the Elder Gods, which is true because the Elder Gods are watching everything, and if the rules were truly being broken, they would step in and punish Shao Kahn without Raiden having to make a complaint. But Raiden doesn't listen to Liu Kang, and watch what happens next. Sindel just packed all of them up like it was child's play. How?
Victory is mine, shaman.
Look at this.
Why the Elder Gods?
Nightwolf for real. He had to sacrifice himself just to get rid of Sindel. Realest dude in Mortal Kombat 9. Boy, that look that Liu Kang gave Raiden, and Raiden looked at Liu Kang like, damn, like chill, bro. Like I don't want to talk right now. He like, I don't want to talk about it, bro. Hey, Raiden, if I was you, I would feel the same way because you are terrible. You are terrible, bro. You're garbage all around in this game. You're garbage. Like, it's crazy.
You were right. I wish we had met under different circumstances.
Kitana.
Now look at this. Just look at this. Look at the distraught on Liu Kang's face.
We abandoned them.
Look at Liu Kang. He done.
And they're dead.
He's done. Don't fuck with him. He's done.
Is heavy with their sacrifice.
Their deaths achieved nothing.
Facts. Speak. And you know Liu Kang feels some type of way because he didn't even get to beat the cheeks. Yeah, look at that amulet. Cracked again, nigga.
What is next, Raiden? Tell me the future.
Talk,
How do
Lou.
we honor their sacrifice?
I climbed to heaven. Now I must plunge into the depths.
Raiden is tripping.
I will go to Quan Chi, ally our realm with his against the forces of Outworld.
What? Grovel before Quan Chi? What will he demand? What price will be paid?
Would any price be too high to save Earthrealm?
That look.
I had prayed it not true. But you have gone mad, Raiden. Your visions, they are nothing.
Yo.
Delusions of an addled mind.
Damn.
Please.
This music is wild.
Enough. I must help the wounded. Leave on your hopeless quest.
Okay. So, look, if you guys don't know what's going on, Quan Chi, he's not the devil of Mortal Kombat. The devil of Mortal Kombat is basically Shinnok. But Quan Chi is damn near like making a deal with the devil. Like, he's second in line. So this nigga Raiden said, I'm going to make a deal with the devil because that's how much I want to be perceived as a good guy who saved Earthrealm. He wants people, he know he done fucked up so many times and so badly that he's willing to make a deal with the devil. Let's watch how that deal works out.
You seek an audience.
I seek cooperation between Earthrealm and the Netherrealm.
Losing the battle, are you?
We will prevail, but with the Netherrealm fighting at our side.
You lie poorly, Raiden.
Y'all just heard what Quan Chi said, right? He said, you lie poorly, Raiden. And Quan, this is why you my nigga, Quan. This is why you my nigga, Quan, because you can call him out on that BS. I've been trying to tell everybody this whole video that Raiden is a liar, a manipulator, he's full of himself, and he's miserable. These guys probably still don't believe me. But see, now if Quan is calling him out, like, look, let's just state the obvious. Dude, you went to hell to make a deal with somebody who's like making a deal with the devil. And you're still trying to make it seem like you're in a winning position. If you were truly winning, why would you go to him and try to make a deal? Let's continue, man.
Earthrealm's defenses are overwhelmed. You have mere hours.
Name your terms.
What do you offer?
I offer the souls of Earthrealm warriors who die in this conflict. They would agree.
You are a cavalier with other men's souls.
Not just others! I offer my own soul as well. If I die, you will have it.
How noble, Raiden.
This nigga not only offered the souls of dead people who died because of him, which, mind you, their souls don't belong to Raiden. Raiden just took it upon himself because he's so full of himself that he can offer other people's souls to somebody else. But not only that, he offered his own soul. But get this, he only offered his own soul once Quan Chi turned him down for getting the souls of the other combatants who died. Which means that Raiden didn't even have any intention of giving his own soul. Raiden is the villain. He only offered his own soul once he realized Quan Chi didn't want theirs. And you know why Quan Chi didn't want theirs? Because he already had it. Boom. And now I just gotta ask you, are you guys starting to see what I'm saying about how Raiden is the true villain of the story? This dude got all these people into the situation and then got over half of them murdered. Like, bro, and just watch this next scene. Watch how Liu Kang clowns Raiden. Look at this shit.
Back from the Netherrealm empty-handed, I see.
Embarrassing. You couldn't even do a deal with the devil, right? Yeah, Raiden definitely has the biggest L in Mortal Kombat history.
Liu Kang! Liu Kang, I now realize what we must do. We must allow Shao Kahn to merge the realms.
That is insane.
The Elder Gods forbid it without victory in Mortal Kombat. When he does, the Elder God's fury will fall upon him. Defeating Shao Kahn before the merge is but temporary. He will return, bringing Armageddon. I have foreseen it.
Enough, Raiden! He is here.
No, do as I say. Have faith in the Elder Gods. Have faith in me.
Nigga, no. Look at what you got us into.
Liu Kang, I cannot let you fight Shao Kahn. Liu Kang, stop!
Bro.
Liu Kang! Raiden! No! Enough of your madness!
Exactly, Liu Kang. That's the spirit.
By the gods, no!
Okay, let's pause this shit right here. So are you niggas gonna tell me that Raiden the Thunder God accidentally killed Liu Kang, the Chosen One? Are you guys gonna sit here and tell me that he accidentally did that? Let's replay the shit.
By the gods, no!
Boom. You seen what he just did? He didn't have to do that. This nigga started acting like he was scared to shoot the nigga with electricity. All you gotta do is teleport out the way. That's all he had to do. You didn't have to electrocute the man. But listen, y'all people that probably came into this video skeptical, talking about some, oh, Raiden is a good guy. He would never do something like that. Do you see this? He didn't have to do that to him. He didn't, but he did it. You know why? Because Raiden is a hating, jealous ass nigga. And he has so much pent up aggression towards Liu Kang.
No. This was not meant to happen.
Now this man faking like he's sad.
Do?
Crocodile tears.
Liu Kang, forgive me.
You killed him on purpose.
You have killed us. Oh.
Imagine that being this dude's dying breath. This was the moment that solidified the fact that Raiden is a bitch ass nigga. Not only did he pretend like he was afraid of Liu Kang and then intentionally electrocute him like he couldn't control his fucking powers. This nigga walked over to Liu Kang, grabbed him by the back of his head, held him up, watching him die when he could have saved his life. How do I know he could have saved his life? Roll the fucking clip.
That's amazing.
Told you. Turns out he's a god.
Do I need to say anything? This nigga can heal people. Why didn't he just heal Liu Kang since he allegedly cared about him and didn't want him to die? Why didn't he save Kitana when he saw Liu Kang hurting down bad, holding Kitana's hand, praying that she would survive? You know why? Because he did not fuck with Liu Kang. He wanted him to die. I can't tell if I'm watching Mortal Kombat or YNW Melly Murder on My Mind. See, I'm over here stressing myself out. Let's just jump to the next clip and get this shit over with. Because I think at this point, I've already more than made my point about why this guy is the villain. Now watch what Raiden does. Watch this. No way. We gotta pause this shit and talk about it. No way Raiden just bowed down to Shao Kahn, the guy you have been going up against for God knows how long. Man, about to have you going crazy. Hoping that he will spare your life. Now you lied to all these people, got them on your side to help you fight in the battle, watch some people die, and even got the people that were on your side murdered, just so you can try to sell their souls to Quan Chi and bow down before Shao Kahn? Not only are you a villain, you're a loser, Raiden. Come on, bro. And watch what happens next. This is why I have so much respect for Shao Kahn. Shao Kahn is one of the realest. I know he's a villain, but he is one of the realest characters in Mortal Kombat. Well, look at what Shao Kahn does next.
Raiden, you have come to your senses.
Earthrealm's citizens suffer. Further resistance serves no purpose.
All these ages you have fought me. You denied me my rightful claim. Not this time.
Bitch! Let me tell you guys something. When I seen Raiden get hit with an uppercut from hell, it made my day. I almost shed a tear. This nigga punched Raiden so hard, he had flashbacks from a different timeline. That's the shit I'm talking about, Shao Kahn.
Ages wasted in foolish resistance. I have won.
Yes. You have won.
Anybody who's listening to this, don't be a Raiden. Don't be a loser. If there's anything that you want to achieve in life, you can do it. Don't let nobody stop you. Anything is possible. And most importantly, don't let external sources stop you from achieving what you want to achieve in life. Look at Raiden. Let's take Raiden for an example. Raiden allowed his visions, allegedly, even though I'm pretty sure he's doing this stuff on purpose. He's allowing his visions to dictate his choices. Don't let external things dictate where you're going to go in your life. Don't let people try to put you down. Don't let whatever hardships that you're facing currently in life stop you from achieving what you want to achieve. Even when all hope seems lost, you keep going because the only thing that's stopping you is your mindset. Don't be a Raiden.
Now, Raiden, your world ends.
And as you guys can see, plot armor comes to save the day. Raiden should have died. Yeah, I'm not watching this BS. My heart can't take it. Look, man, if you want to see him turn into Super Raiden, go do that on your own time. I have zero respect for this dude Raiden right now. So what we're about to do is we're just gonna skip to what happened to Shao Kahn.
It is over.
You know what I don't understand? Why would the amulet go back to normal if the damage has already been done? Cities messed up, bodies everywhere. Why would the amulet go back to normal? But watch this. Let's see if you can catch what happens in this next scene.
But only at the gravest of costs. So many are gone. Their light has sunk into the earth. I am responsible for their loss.
Not Raiden taking accountability just so he can manipulate the only two survivors into thinking that he's actually a good guy. I told you Raiden is a villain. This dude literally, look, he's the reason why all this happened. And now he's taking accountability because he knows if he doesn't, he would look terrible, and he still wants to be perceived as a good person. This dude is a failure. And the sad part about it is Sonya actually falls for this dude's weak ass manipulation tactic. Meanwhile, Johnny Cage is so infatuated with Sonya, all he could think about is how he's gonna put it on her. He's like, damn, I know she's sad and depressed right now, but her face ain't gonna be the only thing that's beat up tonight. This dude took an L as well because there's no reason why he was the first person to see Raiden for who he truly was and never called this man out. Then he chose to work with Raiden again in the future, aka MKX. By the way, if you guys want to hear my input on MKX, drop a like, maybe hit that subscribe button, and leave a 1 in the comment section.
You did what you had to protect Earthrealm.
Did you guys just see the way how Raiden looked over at Sonya? He looked over like, oh, did you really mean that? You know why? Because he's just finally happy that somebody is empathizing with his weak ass feelings. You took the biggest L in Mortal Kombat history, and then you just manipulated somebody into making them give you fake validation that you don't deserve. The villain strikes again.
Losses in war are inevitable.
Come, let us tend the fallen. Then we must help our realm rebuild. Our work is only just begun.
Wait, before you go, I must say this. This channel wasn't supposed to be a channel where I put commentary over the video, but Raiden's actions were so egregious I had no choice but to. I'm still gonna have videos without my commentary over it. However, if you'd like to see more videos with my commentary, run the likes up, hit that subscribe button, and let me know in the comment section if that's something you guys want to see more of. And if it is, you'll hear from me again. Anyways, thanks for watching. Another thanks if you made it this far. Don't forget to let me know whether or not you feel like Raiden was a true villain of MK9. and I'll catch you guys another time.